want you to sit back, relax, grab your girl, grab your pole. Let's take a little trip to the old bung hole. Roll 'em.
What's up, y'all? Beautiful hot tea. Coffee, cigarette, tea crew. What's up? What's up? I was watching Mordant Red the other day. He was drinking tea as well. Cheers, Mordant Red. And I commented on one of his videos, he was talking about something. I always check out Mordant Red. If y'all haven't checked out Mordant Red, the band or the YouTube, you should. I commented, and he was like, yeah, I saw your interview with Patrick at Hell's Headbangers, and I was like, oh shit, Mordant Red knows who I am. Just from commenting and doing stuff. It's like, awesome. It's so fucking cool. Hey, he's another Houston guy. Another Houston boy. He playing Dead by Dog too. I suppose I might have to go and represent the old school Texas crew with the new school Texas crew. If Baxter's there, he can referee. Brian Baxter remembered me from the old days in Houston. I went up and was like, hey, what's up, dude? I remember you, man. He was like, yep. I'm like, you remember me? He was like, oh, yeah, man, Houston. I was like, yeah, dude. I remember that. He started listing off all the shows that he played, and I was like, I still got the flyers. So, yeah, I'll probably have to do a Dead by Dog, too, just to fucking catch up with everybody again. Lord Humongous, were they playing? I heard Lord Humongous, Mordant Red, From the Depths, Denial of God. That's all I've heard so far, I think. Denial of God and From the Depths aren't really... I don't know. I'm like, okay. But Mordant Red and Lord Humongous, though. Yeah. Might have to check that out. Oh, and Hideous Manglius. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them. Wonder who else is getting. It's hard to top Evil Army and Malignancy. That's all I'm saying. At least for me. You're listening to Skinless. Progression towards evil. Evil. Yeah, I picked this up back in the day. Got to see him live a couple of times. Look at it. Bunch of drunk dudes. Got to see him play this for this one. Then I got to see him play for Foreshadowing Our Demise. But hell, I think I saw him one other time. I think I saw him with Burial. Burial and Lighten with Pain. Y'all can check that one out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, still waiting on Justin to finally get that copy in because I need to grab that in Lighten with Pain. From Burial. I had that way back in the day. Well, a roommate had it way back in the day. And I was very familiar with it, but that's how it is. I like this album. The samples are funny.
I gotta add something.
What is it, Kent?
What's this Sydney Sweeney stuff I've been hearing about? Like, this is like huge all over the news and Twitter and all that.
I don't know who Sydney Sweeney is. She's an attractive female that put on a pair of jeans and now every dude is like, oh my god, she's so hot.
I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Which is weird. You know, I don't know who she is. I don't know anything about her. I don't keep up with these things. Is she pretty? That ass walking away, but other than that, when she turns around, she looks like a goddamn chipmunk, like storing shit in her cheeks and stuff like that. You know, chipmunks and hamsters, they just sit there and pack the food in their cheeks and stuff, and they keep eating and packing and eating and packing. And like, she looks like a fucking chipmunk. I don't know if I don't know. I'm just not into it. Now, her ass walking away was hot, but honestly, y'all, I've seen better asses. I've had better asses. Just throwing that one out there. It's mid. It's mid.
Alright, get over the comments. This is a good segue.
Yeah, it is. Good segue. Mateo Metal 666. Mateo. What up? Forgot my damn glasses. Well, hopefully I won't need them. Holy crap, forgot my dang glasses. We're going to zoom here. Mateo was asking, I was like, hey man, what are your thoughts on the UK's Online Safety Act? They have completely censored the internet and make you show ID or your face to access websites they, the mighty they, deem inappropriate. I'm sure the US is looking to do the same. It's a plan for mass data harvesting, if you ask me. Interesting. And they will get control of the internet and force us to see what they want us to see. They're already doing that. They've been trying that one for a long time. Mateo continues. It has begun. We have no freedom at all. Freedom is an illusion. It's a fucking illusion. Mateo continues. They say it's to protect children, but it's obvious it's more than that, or else the government wouldn't put pressure on parents to monitor their children's activity. But in no classic government fashion, they are just going to take it all away as fast as they can. Quote time. Anything that is strong enough to give you whatever you want is powerful enough to take it all away. People are like, the government should give us a thing. If they can give you the thing, they can take the thing away. That's why our rights are enshrined in the Constitution. They are given to us by God Almighty. Your rights in America are not given to you by that piece of paper. They're not given to you by the government. In fact, the Constitution is supposed to limit the government. Well, that ain't working. The first 10 limit the government, but the subsequent ones limit us. Yeah, and to get an amendment for the Constitution, the people have to have a supermajority pass that. Makes you wonder about your fellow countrymen. Mateo, I'm assuming you are not U.S., but you could be. Or maybe you're just bringing his UK from the UK, or is this just something you're into? Anyways, what are my thoughts on the UK Online Safety Act? Yeah, I've already heard. If you want to look at porn sites, you gotta do a FaceTime thingy. Well, here in the state I'm in, and this is not across the U.S., this is just the state I'm in. If you want to access porn now, and this started like first of the year, maybe it was first year. You had to log in with an email address. And most of the time when you want to log into a site, you have to have an email address anyways. But for some reason, that changed somehow. So, like, you could go to Pornhub and it would just load up, like YouTube. If you're not logged in, it'll just load up and you can still experience it. You have to get past the check, I'm over 18. But I checked this out and was like, oh man, that law kicked in. Let's see what happens when you go to porn sites. And it was like, bam, I need your email address. And I'm like, whoa. So I didn't log into any porn sites. In fact, I am unable to log into porn sites in my state because of the controls they have now. That they want. Now I could create a burner account. But that reminds me of the old school Facebook days. When you get off Facebook, you create a new email account, create a new Facebook account. One of them gets off suspension, you go back to that. By that time, another one's on suspension. So you just kept track of which ones were on suspension and which ones weren't. Yeah, that doesn't matter because now with that website, the way they're doing it now, they're actually hitting your IP address. It's not your email they want, and those checks are actually going to get your IP address. So your device. Yeah, you can't hide behind that anymore. And yeah, Mateo, you're saying, like, you think this is a plan for data harvesting. Yeah, it would certainly appear that way. It would certainly appear that way. Now, you're saying it's other websites that they deem inappropriate. I'm unaware of that. Other websites. I just know that it's porn. But who knows? They may have called certain things porn and not be able to access it anymore. I don't know the details of that. I've not really heard any chatter about that, but I'm not saying that's not true. I just don't know. How do I feel about it? It is control. It's everything's control. Everything's control. Or more than 2 people involved, it's about control. Is there an election? It's about control. Is there money? It's about control. Everything is about control. So, when people say, no, you can't look at this for whatever reason, it's control. There is already control. How do I feel about it? Unpopular opinion time. I'm the guy who's going to have the unpopular opinion. I'm okay with the banning of porn. Yeah. I'm okay with not banning, not outright, just blanket. You cannot see it, period, at all. I'm okay with there being like, you have to do a certain thing to get the thing. I'm okay with that. Like if you want to buy physical media, show me your ID. If you want to go to the websites and experience things, log in with a valid address, and we're going to flag your IP. I'm okay with it. I see what porn has done to younger generations. I wouldn't say porn damaged me, because I was already fucked up by the time I found porn. And some of those fucked up things I've done and the most weird shit I've done usually didn't have anything to do with porn or pornography-related things. So, well, that didn't. But I've seen what it's done to other people and other generations, especially people younger than me. And people in those 30 or younger. Man, porn's fucked y'all up. And I know that, not from talking to the guys, but from talking to the girls you've banged. Because those girls who were banging you weird motherfuckers were running to my older ass going, the normal kind of weird. Not the hentai, tentacle porn weird. Which if you're into that, I'm not dogging that, but some of your partners aren't into it. And that's what I think porn has done. It's created a lot of niche-y, weird, fetish type shit. And I think there's a big growing of the population that, while thinks it's okay for other people, it's not okay for themselves. And while they're not judging you, they also don't want to be around you. So don't take it personal. It's a matter of preference for some people. And yeah, I'd let the weird guys go after the ladies and let that simmer for a few minutes and then be like, hey, how's it going? They're like, oh, wait, I like you now. And
No hurry, I want to be on my way. You ain't just gonna go running off here without...
back when I was younger,
Feeling like a two-part, are you?
you wait until the hot chicks bang the jocks. And them jocks usually didn't last long from what I was hearing. They had 2 pump chumps and they was done because they all about, oh, I'm a man. So they didn't give a fuck about her or her pleasure. So I just wait. Bide my time. And I'd clean up. God almighty, I cleaned up in my 30s. Late 20s and 30s. I'm glad to be married. I look at the dating scene now. I'm so glad to be fucking married. Holy shit. So fucking weird out there. So yeah, Matteo, I hope that answers your question. Anybody else's? How do I feel about that? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I don't like prohibitions of any kind. I don't like saying, no, you can't have this at all under any circumstances. I don't like that. I don't like that. But if there's checks and stuff that you have to go through... now, the only problem is that shit's going to be monitored. And we can't trust the monitors because who monitors the monitors? Yeah, now we got a sticky problem here, Matteo, and I don't know how to get us out of it. I really don't. But I'm okay with this until we find a problem that needs to be resolved. Anybody else care to elaborate on that? Let us know. It's an interactive conversation. Glad to have it. Glad to hear from you guys. Really, I am. So that's how I feel about it. I guess we'll move on.
All right, TCL's back.
Oh, TCL's back. He's talking about... Remember that video I did with he said he found his mom. His mom knew the abandoned campground of a cult, or what they assumed was a cult. And he said it was related to the ghost case, and I was having trouble finding that because I couldn't remember how to spell it, and other shit was coming up. TCL, thank you, jump back in here. The ghost case, TCL says, was the disappearance of a 12-year-old paperboy that started the whole milk carton thing. I did know of this, or was at least amongst the first to be featured on one. Yeah, one of the big ones for the milk carton thing. It was around the same area as Camp Iowata, which is why some people draw the comparison. You think the kid might have had something to do with that camp? Interesting. That's interesting. Iowata, it's E-O-W-A-T-A. Camp Iowata. I forget where he said that was, but it was like, Iowa, I think he said. So yeah, man. Yeah. Thank you for filling me in on that, the milk carton stuff. Some of y'all probably don't even remember the milk carton. Have you seen me? Listen to Guar, Have You Seen Me? Watch the music video for that. It's on Phallus in Wonderland. Watch Phallus in Wonderland. It's fucking hilarious. Guar's awesome. Anyways, moving on. PCO is also saying, and yeah, that video game inside the whole video game thing, yeah, the mini game inside the game, yeah. Goes back to at least the 90s. There was a Pac-Man game for Sega Genesis that had OG Pac-Man machines somewhere in there that you could play. Now I'm curious if there was an instance of video game Inception before that. So you're saying on Sega Genesis there was Pac-Man, but the old school Pac-Man, that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. I had Sega Channel for a few months. Sega Channel was the shit. Anybody remember Sega Channel? PCO probably does. It's not my Sega Genesis over here. So yeah, hey, thanks for the video game thing. Awesome. Yeah, missing children. You know, more people go missing from national parks than anywhere else in the United States. And I was chatting with someone from probably Jamin, the Australian. He was saying the same things true in Australia. They got national parks and national public land. He said more people go missing out there than anywhere else. Underground bases, aliens, interdimensional beings. Who knows? Maybe all these things. The future is looking bright. The future is looking bright. What do you think, Cat? I have no comment. Okay, Cat has no comment. Yeah, one of those exploitation movies that was really shocking. Anybody see Last House on the Left? There was a remake of it. It was alright. The original was way creepier because the main actor, the bad guy actor. Last House on the Left. Anybody seen that? The OG one? Comment down below. Let us know. Captain Howdy. Captain Howdy has a joke. It's oh yeah, we're talking about when you're making deals with people, you know, or deceiving your opponent. Anyway, Captain Howdy says, what if you pretend to be a fool? To trick your opponent. Into believing that you're dumb so that you can easily win. Deceiving your opponent so that they underestimate you. That sounds fair. You know, what you did and what your opponent agreed to, your enemy agreed to, did not physically harm them in any way. Now, it may have led to their demise, but you see where that's different because one didn't lead to the other. One led to a series of steps which led to another. At any point, they should have realized you're fucking with them. And if they, well, maybe he's fucking with me, but I'm going to play this out. Well, that goes back to them. Or if they don't catch on that you're fucking with them, that goes back to them. Deception works, but you can't physically harm them through your deception. And you can win against your enemy and not take their life or their happiness, pursuit of happiness, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, or their well-being. So, yeah, making a fool of yourself to trick your opponent. That's actually a very cunning trick right there. You gotta be careful playing dumb because sometimes people can get a read on it. Sometimes people can realize there's no way you're that dumb. Like AOC in American politics, we got that U.S. Rep, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Everybody says she's dumb. I don't think she's dumb. I think she's brilliant. There's no way somebody says and does what she does so perfectly. It's the perfect timing she has. She always has perfect timing. And it's like comedic timing. And everyone's like, see, she's dumb. And I'm like, no one is that dumb. She's doing that intentionally. She knows she's got all eyes on that big old booty of hers and a nice chest. She got a nice chest. I'll give her that. She's a good-looking woman. She's a good-looking woman. I'll get it to her. And I actually think she's smart because when you listen to her speak, when she's reading something or trying to like publicly speak, she's not an idiot. Not an idiot. But she just says things that some people think are dumb. And that's deception, Captain Howdy. That is pure deception. She's deceiving people. I think she's a double agent, maybe even a triple agent. I'm unconvinced of what side she's on. She's a Democrat. I don't think she's on the Democrat side. I think she's on the Republican side. I think she's a plant from them to make them look bad and to basically say what needs to be said from their side of the fence. So the Republican side can say things all day long, and the Democrats are always going to be a hard no, and vice versa is true. But if you would put a mole on the other side, a plant on the other side, a spy, if you will, to feed information to the public, now you can have a conversation on the other side of the fence, saying what you need them to say to get those people over there. That's how I feel about that. So, Captain Howdy, if you want a real-world example, I'll look no further than AOC. I have no evidence of this. It's just me watching the shit show go by. Y'all decide for yourselves. Comment down below. We'll keep the conversation going. Hey, what's up? I'm Cattle Pride. That was Skinless. Progression towards evil. Old school one. That's the cat. We're out of here. Later, y'all.